Well, good morning and welcome to the Sanamea Ginger. I'm here on the outskirts of Hirakata City in a suburb known as Hotani. I've been here quite a bit over the years. It's very localised for me. I'm only about 5 kilometres away from home. My purpose for being here is, well, basically, as I said in my introduction, this is a Clayton's bike ride. I call it that because if I've got no particular plan, I come here. Over the years I've spent many hours cycling through this area. It's lovely. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to have a look for it and judge for yourself. I don't have any information regarding this shrine. It looks fairly modern. And when I mean modern in Japanese terms, I'm probably talking several hundred years old. Okay, I want to get underway because it's going to get very hot. Well, I'm about half a kilometre in. I'm on the first stop. I'm here at what is left of the Shigemura sake brewery. Last time I came here, there were some very nice old buildings here which were part of the sake factory, but they've all gone. Maybe there's going to be some new houses built here, I don't know. I'm not sure what the future of the sake brewery is going to be. I mean, it looks like there's, well, no activity going on inside, but the shop is still open. Takao Shigemura, who's the current owner and operator of this brewery, he's the 4th generation of his family to be running this facility. So, which would sort of give me an impression that this would be probably in the vicinity of 200 years old. Well, I wouldn't be saying that about the aluminium frontage, mind you, and the corrugated iron walls. But when you look at the woodwork up there. Okay. Pity. I hope it doesn't close because it's quite famous in this part. And their sake is particularly nice. Okay. I'm going to head off, and I'm going to put my camera now onto the handlebars of my bike. Quite impressive, this is becoming a lot of new houses being built out here, and amazing still some of the old original constructions. My cycling environment is about to change dramatically. Take this little lane up through the back here. I came through here once, I think it was the day after a tornado had struck. It was quite amazing at the damage, the trees that were down, but got quite muddy, but had to carry my bike a lot. Throw it over trees and stuff like that. Oh, I love the smell of this outdoor. Oh, look at this. This is quite a steep section. One has to change a few gears down. I've got to be mindful of this because I'm on private property. came through here once and the owner didn't appreciate me on the bike, so. Oh. My track goes up over there into the hills. In the coming weeks, all this will be underwater. These small plots will be flooded out in preparation for the rice planting. Whoa. Look at them nice tall bamboo, eh? This is the time of the year when these fellows start popping out of the ground. I'm not sure the name of them. Whoever's watching this will be able to tell me. Quite a delicacy. People come in to the forest here and dig them up, take them home. A lot of the property owners don't appreciate people coming onto their property, stealing them. Well, I've reached my first junction. I've just come up that track here where my bike is parked. I have to lug it up that hill for the next kilometre. But over the next couple of hours I come out over past here again, past this little lane through here, past the shed and the village of Hotani and Sinamea Ginger at about 1 kilometre down the road. Yeah, it's a bit too steep to climb up there. First time I came through on a bike, I came down there. I found halfway down it was best not to bike any further because I never knew where this was going to end up. Oh. Okay, I've reached the junction. Yeah, I go straight through here. Notice the marker stone pointing the way to the village of Teno, as well as Shushi Ginger Shrine, which is down here on your left, but I go straight ahead. Now, part of today's trip, I'm going to be cycling along the border, well, going from 3 different prefectures. At present, I'm cycling along the border of Kyoto Prefecture on my left-hand side and Osaka Prefecture on my right. Just a few hundred metres up, there's a junction. I'll take a photograph of where 3 prefectures meet. Osaka-fu, Kyoto-fu and Nara-ken. This is my kind of cycling environment. Just back there a little bit, I came around the corner and ran over a snake. He looked dead at the time. And when I went back to take a photograph of him, he'd gone. So this is the time of year they'll start coming out of the ground after their hibernation through winter. You've got to be careful of these guys. Some of them are quite lethal. This time of the year they come out in the afternoon and sunbathe on the tracks where it's nice and warm. A lot of hikers get bitten by them because they don't see them. Okay, this is another junction. Track on the left hand side goes down through to Teno and I take the one on the right. Just want to turn around and show you this here. My first geezer of the day. Nice wee signpost. Just left my light behind for a minute or two to show you what I mentioned a minute ago on this video. That's the border of 3 prefectures, or the junction of 3 prefectures. If I move to this side, I'm standing in Osaka Prefecture. Move here, and I'm standing in Kyoto Prefecture. But when I come around here, I'm now in Nara Prefecture. Luckily you don't need passports in this country to get from prefecture to prefecture. I'd be in deep shit. Sorry about the braking noise. Beauty of disc brakes. Another junction. I'm on the outskirts of the area of Takafune. Yo, very large frog just jumped into that pond. Amazing how environment can change so quickly, from dense bamboo forest to the open plains. Look at that, eh? They're starting to prepare for the rice growing season. The ponds that you can see here are beginning to be filled up. If you listen carefully, you can hear the small frogs croaking. In the weeks to come, this will be all underwater. And the rice will be planted, and the noise will be just incredible. The frogs and the toads, oh, it's incredible. Any time of the year is a good time of the year to come through here, whether it's rice growing season or when the rice is nearly ready to be harvested and all this is green, or in winter when it's covered in snow. It's a sight to behold. I'm going to do a loop here. I'm going to go down through this, through these fields, and loop around and come back through Takafune village. Sorry about the squeaking of the brakes. So isn't that way I do know that they are operating. Took a bit of toing and froing to get an idea where this track was. Came through here several times before I was able to link them all up. Sometimes in the year when this is overgrown you can't see this track and you're coming through here with a lot of bush around you. It can be quite difficult at times. Had a lot of fun, needless to say. These ponds are important for the rice harvesting, because the rice for the early stages has to be kept underwater. So these reservoirs are filled up, and then when it comes time to flood these, they just open a little gate somewhere and the water drains through. Oh, I have to stop and get off here. I'm going to go you through the part of Takafune village. The area of Takafune is sort of quite large, and there's different sort of villages, or I think you'd call them suburbs. This is my environment, cycling environment, you know, off the beaten track. I actually do a loop here. I come back, I think, twice around this particular area. I'm arriving on route number 7. This is a road that runs between Hirakata City and Ikoma City. I can come back this way in another couple of minutes' time. Whether they're showing their ass off to me or whether they're looking for food. I think it's looking for food. Okay, after sort of 100 metres or so of Seaward Road, I'm back into the off-road again. I'm at a junction of hiking tracks. I come through here. This track here is part of what's called the Hotani Onasugi hiking course. I wrote a blog about it, which I will attach to this video. I went through there on my bike one day. Wasn't easy, I tell you. That bamboo was very close together and I had to haul it up. Oh, the course is well signposted. So if you're coming to this area, come and do it. Some lovely scenery. I've taken a slight detour off my road to come and show you this complex. There's two I want to show you in this, within a close vicinity of each other. Fortunately, I can't give you the name of it at present, but I dare say by the time I post this onto my page, I will have a name for it. Look at the lovely green trees. From the very modern to the very old. My suspicion leads me to believe that this is the original location of the Shuchi Ginger Shrine, but I need to find out more on that. Time to get back on the road. Take this track back down here to my bike. Yeah, 2 years ago, I came through here on my bicycle. On that day there were two ladies working down here in the field. As I came through here, one of the ladies greeted me in English. So we stopped and we started talking. Since that day, Chichiko-san and I have continued to communicate with each other. She's a lovely lady. Whenever I come through here, I keep an eye out for her. because if she's here, she's always got a little wee present for me. Okay, just gonna break off this. Discovered this little track through here a couple of years ago. Takes me through to the outskirts of Sakachol, or Saka town. You have to be quite careful sometimes because you never know when someone's going to come through here on foot. But as I exit this lane, I've got to be very prepared to change gear suddenly because I've got a very steep hill to contend with. Okay, drop down again. On a hot day you can be sweating by getting up this hill, but in winter it can be bloody icy and slippery. Coming down through here in winter, and it's been very cold, there's a bit of ice on here. One has to be very mindful of your braking because you're going to end up going sideways. But as you exit here, excuse the sound of the brakes, but she's quite steep. You come out into this village and this magnificent sight unfolds in front of you. Go and take a closer look. Unfortunately, I'm unable to give you a name of this shrine as well. But hopefully by the time I come to post it, I'll be able to attach a name to it. This is the Knoll stage, which is a traditional part of the Shinto shrine. I come here a lot. I always use this as my rest stop. So I stop and have a bite to eat, something to drink, refresh myself before moving on. Choya, the fountain where you cleanse yourself before moving your way up the steps. The shrine is sort of located on the outskirts of Seika town. Or Seikacho, I suppose, if I had to use Japanese. This is a secluded little valley. Not many people would know that this is up here. Okay, I'm going to move on. Bring you in up to the lovely flowers. I'm sort of cutting through from one road to another to get back onto another track. So this thing I want to point out, this is a rice field. It's not yet being prepared for the rice harvest. But as I've mentioned throughout this video and others, and in weeks to come, this will be flooded out in preparation for the planting of the rice. And behind me is one that has already been prepared for planting. As you can see, it's all flooded. It looks like it's very recently being done because of the edges are still wet. It's important, water, as far as rice, especially in the early days of the rice planting. I'm not quite sure what the consequences are if you don't have the proper amount of water. This one here is not yet ready for flooding. It's unusual. Normally what happens, they do the top paddock first, and then the water will overflow down into the bottom one. Okay then, maybe testing something. Just before I break off the main road onto another track, I want to tell you about this character. This is Kenjiro Ninomiya. Lived between 1787 and 1856. Now, the unusual thing about this statue is its location. Generally you'll find these outside a school. See, Ninomiya became very famous in Japan. He came from a very poor family, eventually became very wealthy himself. He was also a famous agriculturalist, literalist, artist, poet. As you can see by the statue, he's carrying wood while he's reading, and this is what he became famous at. And he studied while he worked. I'll post his website on this page. But I'm sort of going in unfamiliar territory. I'm taking that lane to the right there. There's a little settlement up in the village, in the hills here, that I want to check out. Just around the corner from the shrine, I come out to a lovely little bit of farmland, rural scenery. The rice season is well underway. See this gentleman here on the small tractor. Some of the tractor's having to work hard. The pond is filling up in preparation for the flood. Always make a point when coming through someone's property, getting their permission first. Just a courtesy call, really. If we zoom in on the shed down there, these people are going through another stage of preparing for the rice season. They're planting the trays out. These will be the planting, so these will be put on the tractors and eventually replanted into the ground. My track goes up through here. Before I put my camera back on the bike, some lovely tulips. Beautiful. Little character here. Show you this. People hang these up as a deterrent to other crows that might be in the area. Whether they work or not remains to be seen. First you wanted to know what the noise was. Cut some of the trees down since I was here last. This is quite a dense forest. Here the toadstools. Tell you what, even in the cities when there's a little rice fields, they're out making a hell of a noise, but it's beautiful. Some days you can come through here and you've got a few people on foot. Quite a popular hiking track through here. Again, I think it's all private property, but a bit of courtesy. Doesn't go that far. A long way. Oh, good stuff. At the beginning of this video, when I had left the sake brewery, came through here and got to a junction where I went up, had to sort of carry my bike up this hill, and I'm now back at that junction. Oh, actually nearing that junction. Ouch, felt that. we go, back at the junction again, and not far from here, settlement of Hotani. That's it. Okay, I'm back at Hotani. Well, 18 kilometres, about 3 hours later, I've arrived back at Santa Maria Ginger. This, by the way, is my bike. This is a Trek 6000. 27 gears, fluid disc brakes front and rear, front suspension. This is my little cycle computer here. Camera mount. This is my helmet, and this is the NOE thing I'm telling you about. So I've actually switched it off since arriving back here. Great little device, sits on the top of the helmet. You can put it on your handlebars, but I've got heaps of stuff here. Well, I shall turn this on me. That's been good. Hope you've enjoyed the video, as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. It's now 11:30 and I'm going to go home, have a shower, upload this and post it. So, goodbye from Santa Maria Ginger. Jenny.